Peace. Welcome back to Essence Tarot, and we're going to do a twin flame update on divine masculine, divine feminines out there in separation. Let's see what's going on. The frequency. All right. So starting off, we have the ego. Okay. So it looks like a lot of us in separation are full of our ego. Okay. The illusion of being trapped, okay, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. All right, so spirit is pretty much saying we are definitely trapped in our egos. Those in separation, okay, we are unfulfilled, okay, with our physical desires as well as our material desires. And spirit is pretty much saying we need to come up out of our egos, okay. So let's see what else, spirit. See what else. Okay. So a lot of us are feeling like, I'm getting bougie. Okay, bougie with ourselves. All right. It's more not like a divine bouginess. It's more like a dark bouginess, like a manipulation kind of bougie, like manipulating themselves, using manipulation to get power. Okay, we have authority. So it's more egotistical kind of authority, kind of frequency, okay, that we're using to get what we want. Spirit is pretty much saying a lot of manipulation going on in the twin flame connection right now. More like, just manipulating others, okay, and ourselves as well. Okay. Yeah, see, fulfillment of wishes. So, spirit is pretty much saying we're just, the ones in separation, putting up with a lot of manipulation, okay, self-manipulation as well as others manipulating. Okay, we're not allowing ourselves to be our most highest divinity. We're egotistically driven. Okay, is what they're saying. So let's continue on, spirit. Okay, so it's time to make a sacrifice. Okay, not the sacrifice of our divine connection is what I'm getting. It's more of the sacrifice of ego. Okay, pride and ego. We believing right now it's got the best of us, but spirit is pretty much saying the time is now to release that egotistical mindset. Okay, the illusion that we painted, we might have, like I said, some of us are dealing with situations that we think, okay, well, I chose this person, and this is, like I said, it's not divine. It's more of, it's more egotistical, choices that's been made. Okay, like say if somebody's like the ones in separation, and I'm not saying separation from karmic, I mean separation from the divine partner. Okay, this is the reading for them. They're dealing with people, based on ego. Everything's chosen and picked by ego. It may look like, okay, things are going well, spirit is saying, but spirit wants you to know that it's going to be time eventually to make that sacrifice, because it's not given. Yeah, see, you got to make a universal sacrifice, because at the end of the day it's going to happen. Okay, universe is going to step in and bless you. Okay. Who sneezed, you or Messiah? Bless one of y'all, whichever one of y'all. Talking to my kids. Okay. So yeah, spirit is pretty much saying things may look green right now, but it's not gonna last. You're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a sacrifice. Spirit is pretty much saying that, everything you've done so far was based off of ego. Okay, it may look like it's going well. You may seem like you got your most highest power. You may seem like, everything is happening, but, it was only just to clear out. Okay, it was only just to make sacrifices. You got to make a sacrifice. Okay, maybe you were supposed to learn something, and then and then that was it. But you got a little comfortable, is what Spirit is saying. You're getting a little too comfortable. So Spirit is saying you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. You're gonna have to bring it back just a little bit, because the universe is going to kick in. Okay, your universal path is going to tap in. All right. So that's definitely a message for you twin flames out there in separation. Spirit is pretty much saying get up out of your ego. It may seem like the grass is greener now, but eventually the universe is saying they coming. Okay, the truth is gonna set you free. So it's either you're gonna make the choice to set yourself free from this illusional, egotistical choices you made, or universe is gonna kick in. This is what happens to a lot of us in separation. Universe will tend to kick our asses. Karma will hit hard. We will lose everything we worked hard for. When you built at the top and you feel like you've made it, there's no such thing of ever making it. You're getting by. All right. There's always a lesson to learn in your connection. Okay. Spirit is coming. Okay. So those who think that they made it far enough, universe is gonna smack you dab right in your face, because you might have got permission to do certain things. Like I said, if you jumped into a karmic situation and you decided to take it further than that, and you got physical with this other person, Spirit is pretty much saying that they're gonna break that apart. Okay, bad shit's gonna start happening. The mask and the veil is gonna be lifted. If you went to a job that's you feel comfortable, but yet you still feel doubts, that's universe about to kick in and tell you this is not the purpose that you're supposed to be doing. Whatever situation it is something's gonna happen. If it was not divinely guided, Spirit is pretty much saying I'm going to just we got to start you all over. It's either you're going to make that sacrifice and understand, okay, this is not my purpose, or Spirit's just going to give you a rude awakening and karma's going to hit. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. Okay, so they're saying that you might have came out the dark, all right, but things are going to get rocky. Okay, it's going to get rocky because it's not genuine. It's about egotistical manipulation. It's not genuine. Okay, let's see what else, Spirit. Yeah, see, you got to go through the obstacles. Okay, some of y'all have manipulated some situations, okay, but they're telling you, like I said, what I was getting from it, because you would think that this would be positive, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is pretty much saying manipulation is happening, but you're gonna have to come up out of it. Okay, like I said, Spirit is saying that if it's not divinely guided, it's gonna get taken away. So most likely you're gonna lose it. Okay, you're gonna fall into a depression. Okay, when you start feeling that depression, that's just universe telling you got to start all over. Okay, you're gonna feel like, damn, I gotta pick myself back up again, because that was never a natural high. A natural high, you stay consistent because you learned. Okay, when it comes to a natural high, you learned not to look backwards, so you move forward. Okay, but in this case, what manipulation is, you too egotistical that you blinded by the limelight of what's happening right now. You believe that it's God given, but the universe is saying that it's not God given. So guess what's going to happen? God's going to take it. So it has to be God given in order for you to keep it. Okay, if it's not God given, most likely you're gonna lose it. So spirit is pretty much saying you're gonna lose your energy, you're gonna lose your power, you're gonna lose that authority, you're gonna lose it. Okay, because at the end of the day, it was not genuine. All the wishes, fulfillment of wishes, you're gonna lose it because it was never godly in the first place. Okay, just because it looked green, on the other side, it doesn't mean you were supposed to go over there at that moment, at that time. Okay, so they want you to look closely at the situation you're facing. All right, look closely at the situation. They want you to use your discernment. Okay, what got you there? Did you egotistically get there? Okay, and I'm saying ego a lot because that's my overall card. Okay, and this is pretty much breaking it down on why, it is just about the ego and why the ego is not going to get you too far in this twin flame journey. Okay, like a spirit is pretty much saying, we see exactly what's going on, and we see what you're doing. We see your manipulations. We see what's going on. We don't like it. And they're telling you, look closely, because they're giving you signs. If you start to slowly lose your energy and slowly lose power, and things are starting to look down, that is, you know, spirit telling you that was never a natural high in the first place. It was never God given. Okay? So at the end of the day, you have to change. You have to make a sacrifice. Look closely. You're going to need to make that sacrifice. The sacrifice is make sure is to remind yourself that, was it right or was it wrong? If it was manipulation, it was wrong. So what you do is you repent, or you cleanse yourself by letting the universe know that I was wrong, and be prepared to start all over. Okay? Yep. See? So the universe will, you know, when it comes to like fake relationships, okay, they're saying when it comes to any type of manipulation towards love, or some kind of physical connection, they want you to look closely. You chosen to be with this person, okay? It was out of need, greed, money, sex, power, lust. You know, none of it's true love, is what they're saying. It's just straight, you know, I see 1111, but none of it's true love. So you're gonna have to make the sacrifice, and it's gonna be love. Okay, it's gonna be something you love, or someone you supposedly love, because spirit is pretty much saying it's not love. Okay, you might have, and I said twin flame connection. So if you out there and you're with a karmic, okay, it's not gonna last. Spirit is pretty much saying you're gonna have to choose love for the universe. Okay, you're gonna have to choose divine love. Okay, you're gonna have to sacrifice your relationship for true love, because it's not divine love. Okay, so let's move forward. You know, they watching. Spirit is always watching. Okay, you never get by, and you never get past spirit, you know, at all when it comes to it. All right, let's see what else. I'm not gonna make this video too long. Okay, we have luck is on your side. Okay, so when you make the decision and you make that sacrifice and you stop living a fake funky life, luck will be on your side. Okay, there's a couple cards that came out. So we have, you know, a time, you know, a time for healing. Okay, like I said, once you've forgiven yourself and, you know, paid attention to what's going on, you clear it out. Okay, you clear it out. Things will get better once you start cleansing. Okay, when you start, you know, repenting to your sins. Okay, nothing will come of the situation if you don't. Okay, now you think luck is on your side now, spirit is pretty much saying, but it's about to shut down big time. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's gonna shut down. Okay, it just looks good now, but you're gonna crash. They're saying you guys are gonna, you know, you got to go back down because it was not genuine. Okay, and then we have a time for healing. Okay, so you can't just run underneath somebody at that time. You can't just run underneath somebody and think that you can hide from doing your work. It's not going to happen. So they want you to look closely and understand that, you know, this is what's going to happen every time you try to run and hide under a rock. You know, eventually the wind is going to come and blow that rock over, you know, or flood's going to come, or something's going to come to shift that rock, and you'll be exposed again. So universe is pretty much saying, look closely. It's not genuine. Look closely. All right, you know what's going on. Okay, nothing will come of a fake relationship, a fake connection. Okay, nothing will come of it. So, you know, pay attention. What's going on? And so let's see. Okay, so we have heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. A lot of y'all who have, you know, divine partners out there, it's time to speak up. Okay, you cannot run no more. All right, you got deception. You know, someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. All right, you cannot keep lying to these karmics. Do the proper work. Okay, twin flame, male or female, do the proper work. Okay, so that you can heal. All right, so that you can find your peace and stop. Because if you actually knew exactly what you was doing, you wouldn't be dealing with these opposite people anyway. You wouldn't try to control the situation. You would accept it. So you do need to understand whoever you're dealing with or whoever you're connected to. Start speaking your truth. You have to. Okay, it's time to have a heart to conversation and start telling the truth. Okay, You're wearing a false mask, and it's time to take it off, because the universe is going to rip it right off. Last card, Spirit. Close the situation. Okay. We want you to be assertive. Okay. Don't be afraid. Alright. Free yourself from your egotistical mind. Okay. You should have been friendly, but not too friendly. Okay. There's nothing wrong with having friends. But if you have friends with benefits, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Spirit don't want you to have all these people and or be in these relationships. You, like I said, you wasn't supposed to sleep or mess with the messenger. You were supposed to just get the message. Okay? And in this case, with this twin flame connection here, this twin flame reading, they channeled that there's some manipulation going on. Whether it's coming from the, female or male side. Okay? You know what's going on, so they want you to dig deeper. If you're not correctly healing and you're dealing with the toxic situation, start looking at the mirror. Start paying attention to yourself. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. If you want to find out if this is you or your partner, please check the description box for more information. Donations are appreciated. Anything else you want to know, check the description. Peace.